Okay, I think I should be live over on Alex's channel and also ESA. Hi everyone, my name's Natalie. I am a very casual speedrunner. This game we're going to be running today is Home Alone 2, so it's obviously very festive, very on brand for the time of year. I actually ran this game in the summer at ESA, which was really fun, and had a pretty clean run in the summer. Which was lucky. I'm not sure we might be so lucky today, but you never know. Let's hope for the best. A few things to say before I start, just because we're doing comms and running this at the same time. Yeah, just to say it's not a very marathon safe run. So my PB is actually 8 minutes 21 at the moment, but I've given myself a generous estimate just because there are no continues. If you game over, then you have to start again. So if that does happen, then I have time to like have another go at it, essentially. So yeah, that's the reason for the kind of generous estimate. But yeah, not an easy game, but a really fun one. And it's quite easy to learn once you get over the beams in the third level, which I will come on to shortly. So with that in mind, let's make a start. So 3, 2, 1, and go. So we are obviously Kevin. We're currently in the Plaza Hotel. So we've got 4 levels and a boss, and it's just a platformer really. We're going to pick up some items here. So we've got a necklace, which is we're going to use later on, and we've got a dart gun, and we've got some ammo. So we're just grabbing things to start with. That's not the right way to go. So because it is unsafe, we don't really want to be taking any damage at all, really, if we can avoid it, because game overs are bad, because we have to start all over again. So we are going to hit this elevator. It's going to count down about 23 seconds. We have to hit the call bell 5 times at the end of that 23-second timer for the door to open, so I'm just kind of spamming it ready to go. So we should be kind of heading in the elevator at about a minute, which we are. And obviously you saw the suitcases there that we have to contend with. So there's 5 floors. The first 4 of them are in a random order, so we don't know what we're going to get until we get in the elevator. And the checkpoints vary depending on what floor you end up at. So the checkpoint is either the 3rd or the 4th door on each floor. If someone's running at you at the beginning of the floor, then you know that you have to go to the 4th door, and that's a checkpoint. So that was what we did on this one. And if there's no person running at you at the beginning, then we go to the 3rd floor on each floor. So someone's running at us again. So we're just gonna schlep over here to the 4th door this time. And we've got our dart gun, so we're going to stun the grandmas so that we can run through them without taking any damage. And moving and jumping is slightly quicker as well. And the sliding motion that you'll see is not very fast, so we want to avoid that if we can. So that necklace that we picked up on the 1st floor, we're going to use that to get rid of this bellhop. Swap back to our dart gun with the select button. So we had no one running at us on this floor, so we're just going over to the 3rd door this time. Gonna stun our grandma again. There are some complicated elevator strategies which I won't go into because I don't fully understand them, but if you get into this run and you kind of want to get the top times, you're going to need to kind of know those. But for kind of beginner strats, you just get in the elevator and just mash the A button, basically. So yeah, we're just going through each floor. So pretty straightforward stuff so far. So 16 is our last floor. So we're going to go through the warp exit on this level. And in order to be able to do that, we need to have no ammo, a dart gun, and grab the aftershave, and that gives us the shortcut exit, which we have here. So the aftershave that we picked up does 2 things. 1, it makes us run really fast, and 2, it gives us invincibility. So we want to monopolise on that and use that to get as far as we can through the second level. So we're currently in Central Park. The bats are a pain, as they are in all NES games. That one was kind to me today. So not too much to say about this section other than it's just some kind of pretty straightforward platforming, avoid the bats. This first section is pretty straightforward. The second section of this level is a bit more tricky. So the cookies, the red things, if you grab 5 of those, it gives you an extra heart. And the triangles are pizza slices, and that gives you an extra life. I've really messed this section up, so that's good. So this is really difficult if you mistime the projectile of your fist gun, because the timings and the patterns on these can be quite unforgiving. So that's how not to do that section. And the second part of this level, we've got people jumping out of the bushes, so and also rats along the bottom, so there's lots of things to avoid here. And we're shooting our dart gun to kind of stun them. We are on to our third level. These are the first of many beams, but before we talk about that, we're going to drop 10 tons on Marv, hopefully. There we go. So we're in our uncle's townhouse. Suffice to say, it's got some structural issues. So we've got plaster falling from the ceiling. This is the hardest level of the run, and this is the bit that beginners really struggle with. I definitely did when I was learning it, because those beams that you see on the floor, these are only 8 pixels wide, and if you're just slightly off, then it's instant death, and you can kind of get yourself into a bit of a pickle. So we're going to shoot the paint, damage boost through Mars there, and we've got more beams, so we have to be super careful on these. They're kind of a bit of a nightmare. We're going to shoot these. Oh, we're going to shoot 3 logs, and that is going to get rid of Harry. So we're very much being chased by the wet bandits here. More beams, because we love beams. Can't get enough of those. This is a bell. Kevin is Samus now. So the bell gives you invincibility if you get hit by like projectiles or anything. It doesn't work for the bandits though. It does make the beams a bit more difficult because you have to be sure where it's harder to kind of see where you're landing. So beginner strats probably avoid grabbing it, but when you get a bit more comfortable, you can grab the bell, and it gives you protection against the plaster falling on these beams essentially. So it kind of helps a bit with the plaster aspect and it makes it quicker, but it does make it a bit more difficult to land on the very few pixels. So one of the nice things about this level is that we get a full pizza at the end of this section. So that gives us an extra life, which is cool. Which is good because I and many other runners, even very good ones, I would consider myself a very average runner of this game, but even very good runners of this game get themselves in a bit of a loop with the beams here. But we actually made it somehow, so that's good. So this is the last level. We are at the top of the townhouse now, we're dropping down. This is effectively an auto-scroller. And apart from the 2 rats at the beginning, we basically just need to like run right, and that should be fine. And there's a few things that we need to avoid, like dustbin lids. So it's just learning where to jump for avoiding these, and I have some like visual cues for that. Sometimes you can get a bit unlucky, but yeah, effectively if you run right at the end of the screen, you're pretty safe. Right, we only have 2 hits for the boss. Hopefully we should be okay. So we're just gonna panic. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna panic. We're at the Rockefeller tree. Harry's trying to kill us on the way up. So if you're familiar with the movie, we've got Bird Lady at the top here, who's dropping bird feed on the wet bandits to kill them. So we're dart gunning to freeze, and then we're throwing. We're asking for help from Bird Lady. and we've got to do 3 hits on each one. Whoa! That's how not to do it. So there is quicker ways to do that section, so you can time where you can get kind of 2 hits in quickly. But yeah, that's Home Alone 2. It's a really fun run. Definitely. I don't know how I didn't die to the beams. Died a lot in practice. And the game rewards you with some absolutely delightful pixel art at the end, as you can see. So we'll sit and enjoy the pixel art. Well, I say thank you very much to Alex for having me on the marathon today. Much appreciated. We're going to stay for some more pixel art because we're underestimate too, so we get to like really enjoy the pixel art here. The next one is even more cursed. So, but yeah, thanks Alex for having me. See, this is very cursed pixel art. There's a really nice guide of this on speedrun.com written by Nico. Honestly, anyone can learn this and it's really fun. So I definitely recommend it for a yeah, they are demons, yeah. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Yeah, 10 out of 10 pixel art. Beautiful stuff, isn't it? At least we get a turkey dinner. Marv, you turkey. Shut up. On that note, that's all from me. Thanks again, everyone. Always a pleasure. Yeah, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Have a lovely rest of the marathon. I'm sorry, Alex, that was so quick. I wasn't expecting it to be, but it was. Yeah, take care, everyone. Have a good one.